All right, I want to talk about inventory, how you manage it in LabModo, and why it's going to simplify the way you're doing it today if you're using Excel or some other logbook. So let's jump in. There's two main things you got to solve for with inventory. One is you don't want to run out of inventory because it's going to slow production, and two, you don't want to have anything usable that has expired because it's going to wreak havoc for you. It's going to lead to audit findings and things like that. How do we do it in LabModo? First things first, I want you to think about two categories. Number one is your active items, which is going to be a unique lot number, location, certificate, and expiration date of an item. And stored item is your aggregate of that material or that reagent or consumable, whatever the case may be. We'll talk about sodium hydroxide here, which has a par rate of 45 milliliters, and on hand you only have 38 milliliters, which means you've got a gap of 7. So we've got to get more sodium hydroxide on the shelf before it impacts your production. How do we do that? Click the link. You'll see all the information that's necessary and important for you to see. You will click order. It will take you to the approved vendor that you have stored within LabModo, and you can order as much or as little as you need. You're going to come back to LabModo. You're going to say, I ordered, let's say we ordered 40 milliliters. You ordered it today. It's expected to be here in a week. The vendor was VWR. The confirmation number is whatever this. And you can add the tracking link, which is going to be UPS or FedEx or Amazon, wherever you're ordering this item from. So anybody that comes in can track it in real time, and you're going to save that order. Here's what happened. This little shopping cart indicates that something is on order and on the way, because you don't want somebody else on your team who's got the authority to manage your inventory to come in and see that something is below par and make an order without knowing that somebody already did place an order, because it's going to create overlap. So now we've got that ordered. Let's go to our orders. We can see it here, sodium hydroxide, all the information that's necessary. This link will take you to the tracking link so you can see exactly where it is on its way to your facility. Let's fast forward here a little bit and say that we have received this in. I bought 40 milliliters. I confirm that we received 40 milliliters. If it has a lot number, you can enter it here, XYZ123, and the location is aisle 2, shelf M. You received it today, and it expires. If it has an expiration, you can say that it expires in 2 years on this date, whatever is appropriate. You want to add your certificate to the list. So let's use my truck here, but you can put PDFs in, you could put screenshots in, images, whatever you need. So you make sure that you have your certificate on anywhere it is required for any item that you order. Now, we ordered 40 milliliters. We're going to save that inventory, which is going to clear that order from our list. We're going to go to our stored items. We're going to go back to sodium hydroxide. We are going to see that we are now above par. We have 78 milliliters on hand, and we're in good shape. So that is part one. Part two is, let's choose a different one here. Let's say that we need to adjust our par rates because we need to keep more on stock because we've increased our volume for some reason. Anyone who has the authority, meaning that their user ID is an admin or a manager or however you set it up, they can control these types of things, are going to come down and say, I want to take my par quantity from 200 milliliters to 500 milliliters. Or it could be bottles, or it could be grams, or any combination. Let's leave this one as milliliters for now. You're going to update that. Again, we're doing hydrostatic stuff. Here's what we're updating, which is clearly something I used in a demo. And then when you come back to your hydrostatic stuff, you can see that you are now below par. Here's the amount you've got to order. So that's the way you track it, and that's the way you update your par requirements, by using this edit link. Second thing we need to manage for is what is expired that is on our shelves, because we got to get it off before somebody uses it, and that creates a headache for us. We've got some sodium hydroxide here that has expired last week. We are going to click on it. We're going to change it to dispose, because that's what we did in a safe way, whatever a safe way may be for whatever the item is. You're going to enter the amount that you disposed of. In this case, it was 20 milliliters we had left over, so maybe we should adjust our par, but we had 20 milliliters left over. We're going to confirm this change is accurate, and we are going to save it. We have now removed that item from our active list, and we have also accounted for it in our stored items, which now we know has 58 milliliters left, and we are still above our par, but it has adjusted it accordingly. This is how you manage your inventory. LabMoto simplifies everything for you. You have an audit trail of everything that I clicked and did and undid there, which gives you everything you need to manage this efficiently within your facility.